Hi, welcome sa episode 9 of the Basta Bitcoin podcast. Dito sa episode 9, we'll talk about why yung many serious Bitcoiners are Bitcoin only. No, yung iba tinatawag sila or tinatawag yung sarili nila na Bitcoin maximalists, no? But as with myself, I consider myself as a Bitcoin only person, and kaya naman for this particular episode, I'll explain to you why yung mga Bitcoiners kapag sinabi mo sa kanila na, oh, you're into cryptocurrencies pala. Ang sasabihin nila, Bitcoin, not crypto. It also explains why, people like Michael Saylor will say, there's really no second best. And pangatlo, they will also sometimes warn you about yung mga tinatawag na altcoins or the other cryptocurrencies. Note na this is just a guide or an explanation for why many serious Bitcoiners are Bitcoin only. You have to do your own research still, but I think for the most part, what happens is habang nagmamature yung understanding mo ng Bitcoin, nakikita mo kung bakit yung mga serious Bitcoiners are Bitcoin only. Reason number one, no? Bitcoin is truly decentralized. We need to go back to the problem that's being solved by Bitcoin, which is yung problem of centralization. And yung centralization creates trust in the monetary system. And alam natin throughout history na every time na you have to trust someone or a group of people, they will end up manipulating the money supply. They will end up debasing the currency to the disadvantage of the powerless. Kaya Bitcoin is decentralized precisely para tanggalin yung human aspect ng money printing. You want it to be rules based system, and you don't want yung human discretion. Now, yung ibang cryptocurrencies, they are generally termed dinos or decentralized in name only. So most of the time, they present themselves as decentralized, pero ang kadalasan, they're controlled by corporations na kaunti lang yung mga members, and meron silang mga marketing departments para mag-free ride doon sa decentralization ng Bitcoin. So I'll devote a separate article doon sa issue ng decentralization, but I just wanted to point out na for Bitcoin-only people, ang sasabihin nila sa inyo, Bitcoin is decentralized, and so you've already solved the problem of trust. And if you decide to save in other cryptocurrencies, you go back to that particular problem of centralization and trust because they're not truly decentralized. Pangalawang reason, Bitcoin is truly sound money. Ang ibig sabihin nun, mataas yung level ng monetary guarantee niya. And people like myself or yung mga Bitcoin-only people, sasabihin pa nga nila, well, Bitcoin is the perfect form of money because it is the soundest form of money. Ang ibig sabihin lang noon is that yung monetary guarantee of 21 million Bitcoins or 1 Bitcoin is 100 million Satoshis. Yung walang merong isang tao or grupo na may kapasidad na mag-print ng money on their own. Yung idea na if you want Bitcoin, you have to mine it or you buy it. Those are fixed rules. Kaya Bitcoin is considered sound money. Yung ibang cryptocurrencies don't have that characteristic. Kasi nga, they're usually centrally controlled by one person or a group of people, and sila yung nagtatamper, no? May capacity to tamper with the monetary guarantee for usually marketing purposes or advertising reasons para makakuha ng atensyon sa mga retail or sa mga investors. So, babawasan nila kunyari yung supply or mag-airdrop. No? So, these are things na destroy the monetary guarantee of a cryptocurrency. Kaya yung mga seryoso na nag-iisip na or nag-aral ng monetary history, they generally stick to Bitcoin only because they look for the currency with the high monetary guarantee compared to, say, fiat, compared even to gold. Third reason why serious Bitcoiners are generally Bitcoin only is that, well, there really is no second best. You have to realize na over the course of history, yung monetary competition is really a zero-sum game. No? Isa lang talaga yung mananalo. Bakit? As more and more people understand what is the best form of money, they simply go there and move to that particular monetary system. And sa pananaw ng mga serious Bitcoiners, well, tapos na yung laban because kapag pinag-aralan mo ng malalim yung history of money and yung characteristics of sound money, makikita mo na yung Bitcoin is going to win. In fact, it is already winning given what's happening with the world. Kaya naman kami sinasabi namin na there really is no second best. A fourth reason why Bitcoin only. Bitcoin is an asset without an issuer. Katulad na lang ng gold, no? The ultimate issuer of gold is nature itself. In the case of Bitcoin, the issuer is software. And so it's not a human being, it's not a corporation. So if you look at your node or if you check the internet, tinignan mo yung mempool, it's not a human being printing Bitcoins. It's software operating as designed. Hindi katulad ng mga cryptocurrencies, they have issuers dahil yung mga developers themselves, they can manipulate yung code ng cryptocurrency and pwede lang bawasan or taasan yung supply. This is also the reason why yung mga cryptocurrencies, they have marketing departments, they have advertising campaigns kasi nga there are corporations behind the cryptocurrency that have the power to manipulate yung issuance ng cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is entirely different because everyone in the Bitcoin space are not paid by a Bitcoin corporation that issues Bitcoins. No, walang ganung Bitcoin corporation. Meron mga Bitcoin businesses, they sell Bitcoin or merchandise related to Bitcoin. People like myself who consider themselves educators, we're not paid. We're just here to educate everyone or invite everyone to study monetary history and to study Bitcoin because we really think it's very important. Yung iba naman na mga Bitcoin businesses, they sell Bitcoin that they buy or that they mine. So, magkaiba yung mundo nung Bitcoin because Bitcoin is an asset without an issuer, whereas yung ibang mga cryptocurrencies, they are assets with issuers. The fifth reason why Bitcoin only is iba yung mindset ng serious Bitcoiner from the others, yung mga crypto bros, no? Yung mga serious Bitcoiners, ang mindset nila is to save, right? Dahil naintindihan nila yung Bitcoin, yung importance ng Bitcoin, yung monetary guarantee of Bitcoin, which is immunity from debasement or manipulation by political parties or by centralized agents. They know na if they start saving in Bitcoin over the course of several years, no, they will be able to store the value of their labor. Yun naman talaga yung core, no? Yung ayaw mo na mayroong tumatanggal doon sa value ng iyong labor or ng iyong efforts. So, this is different from those in the larger cryptocurrency space dahil yung mga karamihan ng mga nasa cryptocurrency space, they don't really save. They have a trading mentality as opposed to a saver's mentality. So, whereas yung mga Bitcoiners, ang opinion nila is Bitcoin is the exit from fiat, yung mga cryptocurrency bros, they trade in crypto because they want to exit back into fiat. So, sila talaga, they're still on the fiat standard, whereas yung mga serious Bitcoiners, they move just in and out of the Bitcoin universe. Sometimes they go back to the fiat world because they still have to straddle yung space na yun. They still have to live in the fiat world. But once you understand the value of Bitcoin, you will really start to just save in Bitcoin because that is your protection from a volatile system or a system na easily manipulated. By the way, in case you find the contents of this podcast interesting, or if you're interested in doing a deeper dive into the history of money or the Bitcoin monetary network, you might want to check out the books I have written. They're available locally and internationally. Locally through my website and internationally on Amazon.com. Reason number 6 to be Bitcoin only is yung legal status ng Bitcoin as opposed to other cryptocurrencies. The legal status of Bitcoin is quite settled. It's a commodity. No, others treat it as a currency. No, with respect to being a commodity, it's treated as a commodity dahil it's an asset without an issuer. Yung iba naman, medyo questionable yung legal status nila because they can be considered as unregistered securities, and therefore yung mga issuers, yung mga corporations and developers behind them, pwede silang habulin ng Securities and Exchange Commission or ng any other regulatory agency kasi para silang korporasyon na nag-i-issue ng stocks. Bitcoin is entirely different because it's practically a force of nature. Reason number 7, and this flows from the status of Bitcoin as an asset without an issuer. Because Bitcoin is an asset without an issuer, yung mga tinatawag na smart money, no? They've started to adopt Bitcoin in a more serious way. Whereas before, yung Bitcoin treated as money for gambling, money for illegal activities, money for mga libertarians. Ngayon, makikita mo, smart money, hedge funds, no? Corporations, nation states, no? Local governments have started to seriously consider Bitcoin as part of their portfolio. Doon sa inyo, sa mga sumusubaybay doon sa political events in the US. For example, si Donald Trump, no? Ang sabi niya, he will put Bitcoin doon sa reserves ng central bank nila, yung the Fed. Which means na at the institutional level, Bitcoin is starting to mature as a world reserve currency. Dahil yung mga malalaking korporasyon, yung mga malalaking institusyon, inuumpisa na nila na ikonsidera yung Bitcoin as a real asset that they can use to protect themselves from inflation. Pangwalong reason kung bakit Bitcoin only is yung mechanism that powers Bitcoin. Yung mechanism that powers Bitcoin is proof of work. No? I'll have a separate episode to explain kung ano yung proof of work. Whereas yung karamihan ng mga cryptocurrencies today are powered by proof of stake. No? Essentially, proof of work is energy intensive. Why is that a feature and not a bug? It's a feature because money is essentially a proxy for your energy, your intellectual and physical energy. So, yung pera na pinangahawakan mo is essentially a substitute for that energy. Kaya naman, if you take away the energy out of money, what is left is garbage, sabi nga ni Michael Saylor. So, you want an equivalence between your energy or the value of your energy and the money that you hold. So, that is proof of work. Kaya, the higher the energy consumption of Bitcoin, the better, because that means na mas decentralized, mas secure yung the Bitcoin monetary network, which also means na it's a better proxy for people's energy, for the value of their labor. Yung ibang cryptocurrencies, they know that they cannot compete dun sa energy consumption ng Bitcoin. Kaya naman they move towards a consensus mechanism such as proof of stake. Essentially, proof of stake is oligarchy. Kung yung fiat system is centralized yung voting power with respect to the monetary guarantee or characteristics ng fiat money, proof of stake is essentially that as well. Kung sino yung maraming coins, no, sila yung may capacity to determine yung monetary guarantee ng cryptocurrency nila. And that's what you want to avoid. Reason number 9, no, Bitcoin is rules without rulers. No? Because the money is so important, you want to have a rules-based order. You don't want rulers determining yung monetary characteristics ng pera mo. You don't want someone with the capacity to print. You don't want someone with the capacity to manipulate the system. Rules without rulers mean na yung monetary system is governed by an open and verifiable system of rules na everyone will have to agree with. Kaya kapag tinignan mo yung mempool ng Bitcoin, kapag tinignan mo yung internet and chinek mo yung rules ng Bitcoin, it's verifiable, it's open to everyone. If you want to propose changes to the Bitcoin network, pwede kang mag-propose, but everybody will have to accept it. No? Because we don't want to be bound by a ruler that can impose yung rules of the system on us. And if you're talking about the monetary system, the best way to have a fair system, an honest system, is precisely by having rules without rulers. Yung ibang cryptocurrency, dahil meron silang mga rulers, the monetary guarantee can easily be destroyed. Kaya hindi sila ganun ka trustworthy na system for investing the value of your labor in. Final reason kung bakit Bitcoin only. Well, the market has consistently spoken. If you think that there's a cryptocurrency space, no, kapag tinignan mo yung lahat ng mga cryptocurrencies and yung total value nung each and every cryptocurrency, Bitcoin has been number 1 from day 1 up until today. And ang ibig sabihin lang nun, the market has consistently spoken, and that is a very powerful signal to everyone that Bitcoin is really, well, the big boss in that particular space. No? Yung mga toxic maximalists pa nga, sasabihin nila, there's no such thing as a cryptocurrency industry. You don't have to believe that, but if you're looking for true signal, the market is a powerful signaling mechanism. Sino ba yung number 1 dyan? No, all throughout, from day 1 up until today. And you will find na Bitcoin has stayed on top. And there's a reason why that is the case, because it's not just a pump and dump scheme. It's not a centralized scheme para nakawan yung mga tao or bulahin yung mga tao. It's simply an honest system that people can rely on. And because of these reasons, no, because of the monetary guarantees of Bitcoin, its qualities, well, those who have studied yung history ng money, those who have studied this technology have made the rational conclusion na, okay, I'll stick to Bitcoin and let the market decide.